I've got him, Millie. You're going to take him outside, Ted.
In the world. Hi, Millie. We're playing a pizza game. Like we're playing a horse game, but different. Well, I got to be manager, and now I'm giving them loads of money, and they're gonna be my favourite employees of the day. Because afterwards, cook, then a pizza boxer, then a deliverer, all one.
Super.
And Millie is, I'm giving them money. I think I'm going to give you
I've also placed a chest
I can't give you
on my
the
porch.
Sounds awesome. And do you know what, guys? You guys are playing so nicely together this morning. And we can hear you playing from my bed. It's a nice sound to wake up to. So it has just gone 9 o'clock in the morning. Lee left for work about 7 this morning. I think he said he was in Sheffield. So he will be out the house until about 7 o'clock tonight. The boiler man was meant to be coming at 9 o'clock this morning, but he has a appointment, so he's actually not coming until tomorrow to finish up the job he's been doing a week, which actually suits me much better because I think I mentioned yesterday that it's my mum's surprise meal tomorrow night. She was 60 on, what day was it? Tuesday. And so I've arranged a surprise meal. There's about 22 people coming all together and she doesn't know anything about it. So today I need to bake her a cake that will serve that many people. So I was worried that if the boiler man was to come, I wouldn't have the kitchen to just get on and do my thing and get it baked. So I'm quite relieved that he's actually not coming today. It works out really, really well. I felt a bit poorly yesterday, so I kept dosed up and we had a quiet afternoon. Like I said, we watched a film and I woke up this morning, had some more paracetamol, but I feel so much better for resting yesterday. I'm so glad I took the time yesterday to just have a bit of down and to rest and listen to my body again. Like I've said before, it's so important we do that as mums and as homeschoolers and just in general, but to listen to our bodies, because if we don't, we just get super run down and we just don't work as efficiently. So yeah, I had some downtime yesterday. I went to bed about 9 o'clock and I woke up feeling much better this morning. So the plans for today are, children are just upstairs getting dressed. I'm going to have my morning coffee and some breakfast. I'm going to write a little list because Millie looked through the Smiths catalogue again yesterday and she's found a whole page of our generation dolls with ponies and stables, and she's absolutely obsessed with horses at the minute. So she's like, I want all those for my birthday and Christmas. So I need to go through her list, get all that written down. So I'm going to do that while I have my coffee and my breakfast, and then I am going to set up a couple of activities on the table. I'm going to be leaving the children pretty much to it today, unless obviously they need my help, but I'm not going to do any group activities because I should think it's going to take me most of the day to do my mum's cake. I've got to do a couple of layers and then to decorate it and everything. So I'm going to have a look through, set up probably some more space activities, and I think a bit of maths and English as well today. I will show you when that's done, and I'm going to let them crack on with that for the day. So breakfast and coffee, and then I'll get back to you later. I've got him, Millie. You're going to take him outside, Ted.
Mum?
I think you should
Do it this side. Put your finger into it.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, if you don't want to. Alfie or Millie, do you want to come and put the ladybird outside?
Yeah.
Ooh, going up my arm.
We don't need, by the way.
No, we won't. Is it Ted? Good boy.
I don't take it.
What
Go
does
and
it
put
feel
him
like?
outside onto a leaf.
Oh.
Take him in the garden. Go and put him on our butterfly garden.
He's on it.
Good boy, well done. Do you want to get a video of him on there?
Yeah, are you videoing?
Yeah, baby.
So I think he's right. Where'd he go? He's gone.
Is he?
He flew off.
Can they fly?
Yeah, they can fly. Little birds can fly.
He was right underneath here.
Well,
Underneath that.
As he flew off. Where's he gone, darling? Probably flown away, baby.
Oh yeah.
Millie, not now.
There's a bee.
Right. Time to set up some activities for the children to do for the day. Done. So I have done the table, and today we have Millie's pile, Ted's pile and Alfie's pile. Millie has got this library book, do some reading. We don't actually do like the reading books you get at school, just a few words on and they work their way up. I find if I get a book that Millie's actually interested in reading and we sit together and she attempts the words and I'll read half and she'll read half, she's picking up reading so much faster by doing it that way. So we've got reading book for Millie. She's got to label the rocket parts, cut them out or just write them on and then colour them in. That's just a nice little simple activity. She's also got a maths code breaker sheet where she needs to do these fairly simple sums. We've got the bricks and the counting blocks out to help her, and then she'll get a word, or she'll find the answer and she'll find the number on there and get the letter, and then she'll make words. So that's brilliant for maths and for English. And then the other thing she's got is I want her to do, oh that's hers, she was going to half start that. I wonder where that'd go. We might get her to either do that, which is the reading and then the picking out the answers, or I was planning, if we leave that for another day, on her doing the next 2 pages in her English book. So that's Millie's. And then we have Teddy Bears. He's got 2 pages in his maths book to do. A nice easy label rocket parts. Just colour it in. I like to do quite a simple thing for them to do, because I just think it breaks it up and it's not just all, oh I can't do it, or they really have to concentrate. It's nice to have something that they can do with a little ease and get a final piece quite easy. Well, I find it motivates mine anyway. So that one, and then I have planet facts, got the 8 planets for them to draw a picture and write some facts. I have got some printouts from Twinkle of all the planets. I've said to the boys that they can use them to look for some of their facts, but I also want them to go on their iPads and have a research, and they love doing that anyway. They love researching to find out information. So those, and then that is Ted's reading book. He got it from the library. Now Ted is an awesome reader. He can read fine, he needs very little help at all. He's 9, he needs little help with reading, but he does not like it. You give him a big book, thick book, he's just not interested in reading. He likes maths, but I've found, go to the library and he'll pick out the picture books. Now, he can actually read much more advanced than this, but to me it doesn't matter. He can now read, so we don't need to progress so much with the reading side of things. It's more just to enjoy a book, and he does enjoy these ones. He doesn't enjoy the big ones, so we have these sort of books for Ted. And he sometimes likes to draw the pictures, so that's perfectly fine. So that's Ted's library book that he's going to read through. They're Ted's, and then over here Alfie has very similar tasks as Ted. They normally do. Sometimes Alfie's are a little bit more difficult, and if it's maths, sometimes Ted's are a little bit more difficult. Maths book again, 2 pages for Alfie. The same easy label the rockets. I might actually get the boys to label the Alfie anyway, to label these and to explain a bit about what each of them the things do, I think, with Alfie. Colour it in, and then the same planet facts, user sheets, and also use their iPads for research. This is Alfie's library book. He is absolutely obsessed with history and he loves horrible histories. They're always watching it on the TV, and I think they're a brilliant way for them to learn. But yeah, that's Alfie's library book, so he'll do a bit of that. So that is the plan of action for today. Structured work, and then obviously tough tray, garden, and we have still actually got the construction set up. That's been up for a couple of weeks now, but they're loving it. So that's still set up and it's been fairly dry, so it's still all okay. I've just changed the rainwater a couple of times, but other than that it's been fine. So they've still got the tough tray. The sun is shining, so they're probably going outside, and obviously they can do their free choice playing and learning and drawing as well. So those are the plans for the children today. It is now 10 AM. The children asked if they could take Ozzy for a walk, so they took the dog for a walk, and then they came back and Minnie Blessed brought me some flowers. One of the children, when they go out, they always bring me flowers. I'm never short of flowers between Lee and the children. There's always lots of flowers in the house, which I love. but Millie brought them back in and she dropped them and they fell on the floor and a little ladybird fell out, so we've managed to rescue the ladybird. But as I looked down at the floor, I saw all of Ozzy's dog hairs. At the minute, I'm really struggling with the dog hairs. Ozzy is molting so bad with the change of the season. I hoovered yesterday and he lay on the carpet and he stood up, and it looks like I hadn't hoovered for a month. So I quickly had a hoover. I couldn't, once I see the dog hairs, I cannot ignore them. I'm hoovering 3, 4, at the minute even 5 times a day. Luckily we've got one of them plug-in Dysons, which are brilliant, the cordless ones. So that's always on charge. It runs out, it's constantly on charge and being used. So I had a quick hoover, and then I thought, right, whilst I'm here, feed Ozzy his breakfast. He gets fed at a different time to the other two because he's got a poorly liver, so he has to have certain food. So I tend to feed the other two first, and he gets fed slightly later in the day after his walk, because it's good for him to eat and to rest, to not exercise on a full stomach. That doesn't help his liver, so he has his slightly later in the day after his morning walk. So I've just fed him, and then I thought, right, whilst I'm at it, I may as well set up the children's work, so they've got it to do when they want now. So it's now 10 o'clock. It was an hour ago since I started speaking, and I said I was going to have my morning coffee and my breakfast, and I still haven't. And I am starving. So that is definitely the next thing on the list, is coffee and my breakfast. And then we will get back to you a little bit later on in the day. Quarter to 12, and I have just finished going through the Smiths book like I said I wanted to, and getting all the children's birthday and Christmas wish list sorted out and in an order, so I know what's what. Millie has been sitting at the table next to me, as Alfie has as well. So Millie has finished her rocket one. She's got ever so well on her own, and Alfie has also been doing some of his rocket. He has also done 2 pages in his maths book, so he only has the facts to do this afternoon. Millie still has the maths code breaker to do, and a couple of pages in her English book. And Ted hasn't done any space work yet, but he's done his 2 pages in his maths. He was doing that in the dining room. The children are currently being crazy, as you can see. They're having a break from work and they've put the music on, and they're investigating with Greg's. Pardon? It's okay, Daddy can blur it down a bit if it is. Don't worry.
No, give me that fire.
Very cool. Where's Millie?
She's in there.
What's she doing?
I was doing her hair.
Hello, baby. Who's done the horse's hair?
I'm doing Millie's hair.
You're doing Millie's hair.
And guys, I'm getting good at braiding hair.
A little chain.
I'm getting good at braiding hair.
Are you? You're getting a little chain
Look at what
going
I've done
on
to
there.
this horse's booty.
Let's have a look. Turn around.
Alfie, can I have your pug brush?
Oh, very
And then this is
good.
what I've done to her booty.
Oh, Alfie. High five,
Alfie,
babe.
have your
Very
pug
good.
You know what?
So that's what's going on in here.
Here's the pug brush.
I'm getting rid of all Millie's knots
Stuff everywhere.
so we can, do Millie's hair.
Okay. Start a sign that they're having fun. Stuff everywhere.
Hey,
they're
who wants to do my
blowing off a bit
I
of
love
steam.
homeschool.
Oh, I know you do, baby. I'm about to just put
guys,
Grandma's
who wants to do my
ingredients
spa?
together and in the oven before I do your lunch, okay?
What's for lunch? Stuff. Mum, Millie's a
Tuna, probably, if you want
horsey.
tuna. She's horsey.
Tuna wrap. I tend to
Tuna
have
wrap.
tuna wrap for lunch. Millie's a unicorn.
Oh yeah, her hair's getting super long, isn't it? Right, I'm going to go and spend 20 minutes just doing Grandma's cake, starting it off, and then I'll do your lunch whilst it's in the oven.
Okay. Oh, let's go. So I did Millie's makeup. Show the camera.
My favourite part is probably the lipstick.
Close your eyes. So I did a makeup. I don't know if you can see, and then your cheeks, and then cheeks, hair, and show them your lipstick and your lipstick, and then
Polka dots. I got polka dots. And also, Alfie is supposed to massage my feet with water, and I did this. And he almost vomited on the sofa. I went to bend my feet all the way down my toe, and it almost vomited on the sofa. It was so crazy.
see you guys in a second. Bye.
Currently about 3 p.m. The kids have had their quiet time, they've had their lunch, they've been back at the table and done a little bit of work. I will film a bit of that in a little bit later, but I haven't had a chance because I've been busy in the kitchen since 12 baking my mum's cake for tomorrow. I now have it baked. Ta-da! And I'm super chuffed with it. I just now need to decorate it, which is always a bit that gets me nervous. So I'm going to make a tea. I'm going to get all the bits I need to decorate it, and I'm going to sit down and spend half an hour now decorating it, so fingers crossed I will show you the outcome either way. And I am finished.
Mom, it looks like it's going off date.
Hang on, baby. I've just finished the cake and I am super happy with it. I think my mum will be really pleased. It takes such a long time to pipe each little splodge on there. Alfie was sitting next to me and he was saying, Mum, you've got so much patience. And I was explaining how Grandma is definitely worth it. So I'm going to come and tidy all this up in a minute. Hello, beautiful girl. I was just coming to see what you were doing.
Guess how long this is?
Let's have a look.
It's
Whoops! Half as long now, baby girl.
what?
Half as long now.
Half.
Half as long as what it was, chick.
So it is.
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
28, wow, that is long.
It don't look like 28, does it?
Are you doing your math sheet? It doesn't look that long.
It looks like 100 and
Ooh,
something.
you're going to take it back in the dining room. I was just going
Guys,
to come in.
doesn't this look like 100 and something? Because it's almost taller than me.
Let's have a look.
I'm going to try and make it taller than me.
Are you? Are you going to see if it stays in one piece?
Yeah.
Do you think it will?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I'm
Hmm.
just waiting at the door for Dad.
The dog is waiting for Daddy. But he's got some waiting because Daddy's in Sheffield and it's only 5 o'clock. You've got a couple of hours yet, matey. He's not going to be home for a while, yeah.
I'm
So,
writing facts about
what do you got? I was going to
think
start again. I was just about to come and ask what you were doing, babe.
So I'm going to write these two today. And
let's
this
have a
one is about Jupiter. This one's about Saturn. This one's about Uranus, which is under that one. And this
Beg your
one's about
pardon?
Neptune. What?
Then even what?
Just being silly. Exactly, Mummy's being silly. It's normally one of your jobs to do that.
Uranus
So
is
show
very
me what you've
large.
done. You were being
Uranus,
serious, weren't you? Sorry. Careful, Millie. Sit down, darling.
Uranus is
Uranus is very large. Uranus is very large.
I know, I heard you, darling.
Very big
Come on,
indeed.
show me then what you're saying.
And very cold. Speaking of which, it's actually quite cold, and I'm being serious.
Is it? It's big as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it might be a 7th or 8th.
Uranus is big.
Okay.
Look, Uranus. Oh my gosh, minus 224 degrees.
Oh, that is cold. I like these drawings, darling.
Mum.
Wow.
What else could I put for Saturn?
2, 3,
It's
4,
actually,
5,
did you
6,
know,
7,
guys?
8,
Our Saturn has thousands of rings, not one, thousands of them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Jupiter is a planet with over 53 moons, 63 moons to be exact. And Jupiter has a big red spot, bigger than Earth. 3 times the size.
Super. Your little head. I'm going to pick your head up. It's so small.
Let me see. How big is it on the camera?
It just looks small compared to my big hand, because my big hand's close to the camera and Alfie's far away.
Do it again.
Gonna squish it. Oh. Oh, we're so silly. It's good to be silly, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah.
Right, Miss Millie, what are you doing, baby girl? How are you doing with your math sheet?
1, 2.
Have you managed or do you need help?
I need help.
Okay.
Just when I measure this. 1, 2.
Oh, Saturn takes 30 years to orbit around the Sun, or 29.5 to be exact.
Wowzers.
What's he doing in here? Just in the cubes. You're not a cube, you're a sphere.
It is. Got lost.
We need to put him with another sphere.
I'm struggling.
There's lots, isn't there? Break it down, baby.
1, 2, 3. Can everybody be quiet for a minute?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28,
You counted that one twice.
Move on to the next one, 28. It's alright. Just go on to the,
28,
this one, 28.
20.
That's it, 28.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37.
Well done. High five me, baby. 37.
I'm stuck for the fox. I could do.
Well done. Right, it is just gone 5 o'clock, guys. So I am going to put you some tea in, and then Millie, I said I'd spend a few
What
minutes
is
with
for
you.
tea?
Don't know. I'm going to go and have a look.
I'm gonna
Been
do
so
these
busy
two
doing
ones
Grandma's
today.
cake. I don't know. It'll be
Mum,
something
I'm gonna
quick.
do these 2 today.
See how you get on.
Yeah.
Well, just heard, Mum, get the camera from the kitchen. What's up, baby? I've got the camera. The camera is here. What are you doing, chick?
I want to add a few more so it's as tall as Millie.
Have a look.
If you add this, it would be as tall
Whoa!
as
How many cubes did you need? Which ones do you need to take off
you.
now?
Hang on, let me do
Alfie?
it quick. Let me do it carefully.
Which ones do you think you need? Oh no! So I let go of these
Timber.
ones. Put this one back together again.
Timbo. Timbo.
I think you need about that many.
Do you think you need about that many? Which one? This
Them
one?
ones on the top.
Okay. We're really lucky to be homeschooled. It's really fun. Alright. Oh, you're right, Mum.
Push them on, and then you can count. I can't even.
I'll
Whoa!
count how many and put it on there.
How many do you think there are all together now?
Should I count in French? Done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How many do you think there are, Millie? Have a guess.
50.
50.
22, 23, 24. That's a quite good guess. 25, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57.
Oh, that was
Write that down there.
close.
Write that down there.
Well done, baby. That was
Write that down there.
close.
Write that down.
Good guessing.
We need socks on. You're my socks. You're my socks.
You know what? We need shoes on. We're both as bad as each other coming out without our fit shoes on, aren't we?
That's nice.
We like walking around bare feet, don't we?
Wait, you said that we'll do both. Ah!
Clean bow out. We didn't get a chance to. We had a busy day when we spent lots of the time baking Granny's cake, didn't I? But it'll be worth it tomorrow.
Can you guys see? Can you guys go like that?
We'll have a couple more minutes to play, and then guess what? We need to get you in the bath because it is 7 p.m.
Oh.
and you haven't even had your bath yet, and I've not had any dinner.
And you play with me now.
Yeah. Yes.
Now.
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 good evening. So it has just gone 8 o'clock, I think. Just bathed all the children. They're all settling in bed. Millie, I've just turned her lights off and said good night. The boys have got about half an hour or so quiet time now before I go and say good night to them as well. I managed to get my mum's cake done today, and we managed to get quite a bit of work done actually. And at one point the children were in the dining room while I was baking, and I went in and Millie got the counting cubes out, and she was estimating with Alfie how many cubes she thinks she is tall, and then between them they put them all together and they counted and they measured. And I just thought that's a perfect example of the freedom of home education. And I believe that children are always wanting to learn, and they're always going to self-progress as long as they've got the opportunities and the resources to do so. They don't need to be sat down doing structured work. They're going to learn so much more when their brains have actually thought of it themselves, and they're interested, and also they start to realise that learning is fun again, because for mine especially, I felt that school really zapped any fun out of it, any fun out of learning whatsoever, and I felt the same. I associated learning with being boring, and it's so nice to see the kids actually realising that learning is fun, and it's something that we do every day. And even as adults, we're still learning all the time now. It doesn't stop. But as children, they're desperate to learn. They're like sponges, and they're going to go and find the information and research the information that is coming naturally to them. They don't need to be sat in a classroom force-fed information, in my opinion anyway. I know not everyone agrees, but in my opinion, and I've certainly noticed with my children, the difference in them now wanting to learn and retain information, whereas when they were in school, once they were out of school, they were done. And their brains were full of stuff that they weren't even really interested in, and they didn't want to learn anymore, whereas now they're constantly investigating and learning their own way, which is brilliant. And we're so lucky, like I said before, with the internet and the technology we've got now, they can just find all the information they're looking for. So yeah, I thought that was really brilliant. It's just proven me right again and again, all these little bits with home ed, the things the children are doing, and what I believe. Yeah, it just seems to be proving my theory right for us as a family anyway. And I know a lot of homeschoolers agree and say the same. I'm actually going to end the video here now. I'm going to go down and have some dinner, see Lee for an hour, and I think there was a home education section on the news tonight, so I'm going to try and get that on catch up. Apparently it was quite interesting. I was going to have a little look at that while I have my dinner, and then I'm going to finish wrapping Alfie's birthday presents and tie some ribbon on my mum's helium balloons for her surprise birthday meal tomorrow evening. So I will see you all again in the morning. Have a good evening. Good night.